Still 2 players on towards this side. There will be 1 on towards long, 1 on towards the side. As now Manx actually pushes towards that B side. They're trying to fake out, trying to draw some players in as Fallen now takes down Jabby. However, they now know it might be a take to come in, but the bomb is already rotating. They should commit because there has been a second frag to come in. Flashes to be thrown by Mertz, but he's so slow, and that might mean that there is no time to plant as there's actually players close by from the side of MiBR as well. He's trying to peek in. Mertz gets one before being traded up again. He sprays. He scores. It's going to be 1 round in favor of MiBR.
If they do not anticipate this, that should at least be 1 free frag for him, if not more. But oh, Basu, he's ready. And indeed, takes out Fur with that now. TRK tries to hold off the site. Does succeed for now, goes for the second. And running out though, only 3 bullets left, and then he gets sidelined by Manx, along with Basu, who takes out Fallen in the meantime. Although I don't believe that there was anything really left in that neighborhood in the vicinity of connector or toilets there. But this, never mind, Daffy was relentless. Haven't really managed to get on top of a site yet. Jabby here could take out TRK from Monster if he is with the wrong way at the right time. And indeed, Jabby peeks in, takes out TRK. Bomb plant going in for Copenhagen Flames. Janji, he has a really solid M4 spray and hold. Double kill for him, but Mertz, oh dear, short indeed. And well,
that's such a shame. Tava standing by, Deagle in hand. He will actually be tagged down, but gets a kill. KNG gets 2. Meaning we now have a 1v2. And look at the time as well. Copenhagen Flames has to move. If they do manage to buck this up, there might be a chance for KNG. However, he won't go for a second shot. The bomb will be planted once to go to heaven to have a higher ground. And it is over. I have the high ground, he says. Yet Mertz is saying, I'll just stand in the corner. You'll have to go for a peek eventually. You'll have to push me. And you can try. But you won't succeed. As he drops down his pistol to make it sound as if he has actually dropped. And now he will. Mertz hearing that as well. Moving up, spots the player. And we see KNG just trying to play it out. But now there will be a little bit of dance around the pillar. There will be a commit as well from Mertz.
I believe that they're not going to be able to hold it off, although Manx takes a good opening peek, but then, or pick even, but then you've got TRK coming in there, takes him out, a refrag being quite real. Dafu though, he can take out TRK now, and here this short position needs to be held off, and it isn't, as Fur from short can get the double kill.
Well, there is a chance that those trains can always come in. He drew, but Taco will get the first frag. He will actually go low himself, but TRK will be standing by just to fall and eventually be refragged by Taco himself. Pushing through once more because he always likes to go aggressive. First, you need to strafe out a little bit more to the left to make that work because, of course, that slash is quite annoying. KNG now also getting yet another frag, yet another headshot for himself. That's a triple. He'll get a 4th ace. Maybe. Nope. Taco will deny him.
Now the problem is, of course, for Copenhagen Flames, they've just given up a serious advantage. Oh, this is a very rapid play by Manx though, but it doesn't really, well, push through that well until he does go, and that's the 3rd kill for him. Now this is very, very clear B-side control.
I dare to say this round is done and dusted, but there's still a smoke on towards Spurs. Also, if they do get those kills in which they can't, there will be a very good chance for them. There will be more frags coming in. Manx with a ace, actually, at the end. That's a little bit of a surprise, but that is a very good ace in the end. He is quite synergized with himself and his config, but so far no kills to come in. Manx, from your left, there will be some players moving in, and there will be a frag for Fur. Back to a 4-on-4. And now the pressure will be on towards that B side. Is there a player standing by? No, they have to rotate in, and there will be a smoke on towards CT, or rather Heaven as well. First takes down the bomb carrier. It's going to be TRK going down, but now the bomb plant still to come in, as Mertz will easily be refragged. A 3-on-3, they have to really get this push going. They need to get the kills fast, because if they don't, I'm scared that this might be the equalizer.
Oh dear, are you scared? I'm so sorry to hear that. I do hope that the fright fades away eventually. Dafu, those are some delicious taps, but sadly, Basu now, he tries, but it's a 1v2, and that is tough for him. He does have that defuse kit, but the time is still ticking, and now they're going to even push him to get some really solid headshots, but he doesn't. It's Fur.
This time around, they might be a little bit more fierce on their plays, as there will be a first attack and frag to come out from KNG. He goes for more, but will be traded out by Basu, moving in with the Deagle, but of course also play with that Galil. It will be even worse with frag on towards TRK, but Basu in the meantime has already fallen, leaving only Manx alive. He gets one of his own, as well, he now also has an MP9, but 2 players left standing on the side of MiBR. If he does get the first one again, it might get a little bit close, as he's waiting for a player to peek, but so far they're just playing it slow as well. The MiBR said, oh, that's a good frag on towards Fur, and Fallen already on towards half HP. There is a good chance for him to get a frag, but Fallen will hold it down in the end with Mech 10 on the waiting for MiBR to make the move and possibly make the mistake.
Yep, and who knows when that mistake will come in. They've already lost 2 players. Mertz is low HP, so you know, a bit of utility would help them out, but Jabby, Mertz, they keep it up. They are so good. Fallen, though, that's a solid spray transfer. Pretty well done by him, takes out Mertz. Of course, most of the work already being done, but Fallen now only 13 HP left. He can commit to the plant, get some money in MiBR's pockets, and he does have that now. Fallen gets this frag. The third was there, but the fourth isn't quite there, as Basso takes him out, and you've got a smile on your face. Tell me why.
KNG is still trying to lurk around on towards the B side. One player soon to be found. He's going to take down Dafu. But look at the player on the water. It's going to be Basso getting one. Now the bomb is stopped in its tracks. He has to be flashed out, which won't really happen because the flash goes too far. There will be a very good peek coming down. And now only Manx is alive, but look at the HP on towards TRK as well. He's actually expecting TRK to go towards the A side, and that is a very bad call coming in from Manx. As, of course, you could expect the player to still come towards B. Maybe just expected him to do something differently, as Manx also taking some damage, dropping down a little bit too aggressively. He's also a bit of waste now, also taken down by TRK. The clutch going in favor, because I'm not really sure if you want to go for this take if you don't have the kills.
We'll see it now. Oh, that's a good nade, though. Jabby goes down for that. Had, of course, already quite low HP. And we see Fallen continuing the hold. Mertz taken out. Basso goes for this engagement, but he can't quite connect it, can't take anything out. And now that makes it for the save. You know, obviously Copenhagen Flames, they realize they can't risk this anymore. They just have to take it away and preserve that AWP. Fallen is at the ready.
Need to overpeak. No need to overaggress anymore. Just try to trade one by one, and you will always win the round if you do have a player lead. Good frag from Basso on towards TRK, leaving only 2 more members standing. And they will go towards that A side, where KNG is once more leading the charge, this time also being peeked out by a jumping player behind the side boxes, and that's a very good peek from Dafu. Only Fallen alive in a 1v4. He's slowly moving up. It's Fallen, man. Wait, they didn't pick up the AWP from short yet, and I'm expecting them to do so, unless if, as of course they have that AWP merge. He is burning. 21 HP, but still surviving. Going for the aggressive peek. Once more for the opening kill. KNG going down, but TRK once more with a refrag, and this time he makes it a double. Basso going down. Only 2 more players standing on towards this B side, with one actually pushing towards A long. MiBR might be expecting only 1 player to be here, however. So if they do push through, they might go down in towards a fury of frags. Defu and Manx both going down, leaving only Jabby alive. And I dare to say, even if it is 1v3, you might want to go for a save, because there's little to no chance that without a defuse kit, you will win this round.
Yep, and I think altogether, you know, it's a 3v1. I don't see Jabby pulling that off. He goes for a somewhat spray down, but they know that he's right there. They tag him through the smoke even. Fallen takes him out. And now you would expect a frag to be going the MiBR way of things, because that's how it's been going in the last 2 rounds. You know,
oh no!
Mertz, that's a critical shot. You shouldn't have missed that. He can catch it up, though. Fallen goes down by Mertz's hands. Further takes the frag back. The second isn't there, though. That leaves only Taco, and now he's in a nasty position. Spray down is good, and no, he can't transfer it. Copenhagen Flames, they push it to overtime. And so far, the second overtime of today. And maybe, just maybe, you know, we're going to be catching up on some of the overtimes that we missed today.
Will be Mertz trying to peek in. He will actually miss his first shot. Will go for a second soon. As it will be Jabby taking down TRK. Mertz will follow up as well towards KNG. This is a very good start. Almost a second as well for Mertz, but he will get it in the end. Only Fallen alive in a 1v4. And he has an AWP in hand, not really the best weapon. And look at the time as well. Only 15 seconds left. It's going to be, well, melting my brain. Because Copenhagen Flames is now suddenly coming back in the end.
It's okay, it's okay. And oh, Fallen goes down at the end by the hands of Basso. Yeah.
Some history as an
everyone at some point, you know, handled that AWP. Well, let's see if it works out for them. Manx here pushes through Monster. TRK should be ready to hold that off. Smoke is quick to cancel out the molly. Manx, though, can take out Fallen. It's an opening made here onto that B bomb site. And KNG, though, the hold is good. Taco TRK coming in as well. But Taco, will he be quick enough to notice that player coming through the smoke? The bomb is also dropped. And that is not favorable for Copenhagen Flames.
And of course, this Merge just sneaking around with the AWP in his hands, now actually making some noise as well, so Taco might have an ID where he is. Fur, however, still holding towards his water, will peek in towards Merge and will get a frag as well. Only Janji alive in a 1v2. He's moving up with the volley now towards Monster, trying to hold off that player moving in. But Fer now with the AWP is holding the angle. Taco just playing a little bit more passively, soon to come in for a peek. But it will be Fer to close things down. Equal score once more, 17-17.
Oh, let's go, but let's see though. Some utility flying through still. TRK here, he's checking those angles, and for Basso, really, it just needs to be one spray down. KNG takes him out. It ends up being a wall bang by the looks of things. Now Mertz is facing off, and oh, it's only Dafu left. Quite a bit of damage dealt on him now, though. 14 HP is not a lot to work with, and TRK here, he only needs to hit one shot. It could be anywhere. It could be in his little toe for all he cares. But now, there was a chance there, you know. You could see how low those players were. Jabby here at party. But will he have a party in a moment as Copenhagen Flames gets it to the second overtime? It will be MiBR partying it out, and oh, Fer. That's a dirty kill, but it does succeed. Fallen in the meantime, he takes out Manx as well, and this is not looking favorable for Copenhagen Flames. I do wonder if Copenhagen Flames are going to check that, though. We've seen this be missed in other... Oh, there we go. That's the advantage for Taco. Mertz does throw it back. No scope even. That's a 3v2, but look at the time. Copenhagen Flames, you need to do something, and you need to do it now.
Ooh,
they don't have enough time.
Fallen almost 50 collateral as he does take down one, but indeed, the time is gone, and the map will go to MiBR, 19-17. But this could have, and maybe should have, gone in favor of Copenhagen Flames. They choked it out in the end, and I expected better from them.
No. Especially those mollies, the flashes, the smokes. But it doesn't quite look like it just yet, because look at Dafu. Solid hold coming in for him. 2 kills. However, TRK and KNG, they can throw it back. It's the 3v3, and the plant is down. So that is definitely in favor of MiBR now. But Basso here could be a good flank coming in.
And he's coming up with the P2K. He will try to get the shots in. It's going to be KNG quite low, and it's going to be falling. Stako will have that refrag, but the problem is he's alone in the 1v2. There is no armor on towards Manx, but there isn't any armor onto him as well. That's a very good shot on towards Mertz. Now just an armorless fight being won by Manx, getting a clean headshot, and of course also having the defuse kit. And that might come to cost the side of Copenhagen Flames, of course. The rotate soon to come in. If there would be some utility popping in, indeed there's already one player coming. Basso dealing some decent damage, still stuck on side and will be pre-fired. Fallen also taking down the first rotator, Jabby. Will be Molly going towards the...
And that would be interesting, I will admit.
That's actually the matchup we expected to see yesterday in the late evening.
Yeah.
Yet we didn't, as we do.
Yep, and that is a solid start for Copenhagen Flames. Taco here, he can get Basso back, make it a second. Mertz goes down. 3v3 now, but Taco quite immediately gets shot back by Dafu from Connector. Of course, got that intel that those two teammates of his just got shot down there, so it was a pretty sensible prediction that he would be going down the ramp there. In the meantime, though, Fer managed to turn it around again. TRK can recover the bomb.
As he's now creeping ever so closely. Moving past the old train, now being spotted out as well by the player on towards the side. And he will go for a double peek. Nate to come in as well. Fer will go low. Fer will eventually get the clutch as well.
That remains to be seen. For now, Jabby here with quite an aggressive, I'd say, but it does end up succeeding for him, you would almost say, but Fallen frags it rather swiftly, and Fer here peeks in, gets Basso with his utility in his hands. Luckily, Dafu does exist out there, comes peeking out of, I believe, A2, that might have been. Some more utility gets thrown out. It's the Copenhagen Flames player. They are peeking aggressively, and it is working out for them most of the time.
More than enough, you dare to say, as the AWP will actually go for a little bit of an oversight. He'll take some damage as he will fall. There will be a peek coming down, Fallen taking, or at least dealing some damage. But Dafu coming in from stop sign, making it...
KNG now peeking in, but Connector frag isn't in there. Dafu actually manages with Taco's health. Basso here, who's still holding ramp meticulously.
Oh, but the plant's coming in. Basso will get that eventual cancel, but it will be Taco from the ramp to get one in return. We now have a 2-on-2 situation with both players around the connector area for the side of Copenhagen Flames, trying to slowly move up with, of course, the bomb still being dropped. There is some utility, however, non-damaging, which makes it hard, as I believe a foot has been spotted out by Manx, so he wants to go for a little bit of a pre-fire on towards TRK, who is now moved up as well. And that Manx will now look and say, oh, you're gone, and Taco is there with a peek on towards him. Only Mertz alive. He will be blindsided by, of course, TRK in the end. Going to be MiBR struggling to get on towards his side, as well, they are also actually split. There will be one player going through Ivy, possibly to contest backline and then move towards that B side, and he will tag up Manx a little bit. However, the rest of the team will have to execute, and it's going to be hard because Fallen, being Great Train, there will be a player standing by. Only KNG now alive, and as I said, he's currently in backline. Waiting around and most likely trying to save that AK. As in the next round, they won't have any money either, and that means that...
And with that, it is going to be solid for them if they can build that economy out. Now build those reserves up that even if they might have to...
They plan to come in, and it will eventually be the Molly to just go a little bit too deep as well. That can't contest anything. KNG now taking off one of the rotators. The other player going through connector, as we do see Fur also stepping up with 2 kills of his own. Only Merge alive with 7 HP is now already being pinned down from all directions. He's just figuring, if I go for the smoke, I can see them, they can see me. It's a win-win for both.
Absolutely. Let's see, though, if they can actually flush him out. They should be able to, but it might actually coincidentally look like they could all be going into CT to save. Oh, he might even get... Never mind. I was going to say, for a moment, I thought that he might even have gotten an exit frag out of this, but for... And it looks like maybe, just maybe, they are going to go for that same position after all, but look at the hold this time round from Copenhagen Flames. Absolutely no one being allowed to get on top of that site. But he has to go for an engagement. It is Fallen that can throw it back a little bit. And clever Molly they're throwing to actually prevent them from defending further. Should allow perhaps one plant to come in. Fallen has that bomb in his hand, so he's going to
look
come
at
into
this,
it.
by the way. All the players from that CT area have been downed. They could actually go for a A-type side plant, and I think it would have actually favored them, as we do now still not see the bomb plant go down. Only now just. It's going to be Jabby moving up on towards Great Train, pre-firing as well on towards Fallen. That's clean. And that's a round in favor of the Copenhagen Flames, saving not just 1, but 2 AWPs. Yet, whenever MiBR goes for the close range B-side take, they sometimes struggle. It's Basso getting the first frag, second player to be spotted out as Birds will also step up. There's only a little bit of damage being dealt on towards Birds, and the rest of the round, so far it seems as if we're just waiting for the opening kill, and Merge once more takes down Taco, and we see TRK trying to bring it back, but he will be flashed as well. It's stop sign. Jebby in the meantime also takes out KNG, and only Fallen is only now able to get a kill in return, leaving only Fur alive as he was refragged. There's almost no chance for Fur to make this happen, especially as Basso now peeks in with the AWP, gets a frag.
Because it is right now the 4v4. HP is low on both sides as well. You know, look at Taco, look at Fur, but then at the same time, look at Jabby. And if you kind of spread that out a little bit, Manx too.
It's going to be Fallen with a frag on towards Basso as he does eventually crouch up. It's going to be Manx in the meantime also getting a frag in return, but look at the score. And as you said, the health. There's 2 players awkwardly low. There's Manx, not too healthy either, but you have Jabby, and he just gets another frag. I do like to see Jabby do a stabby, but a one-tap on towards the low HP Fur is also quite well. 9-6, a very strong comeback in this half from Copenhagen Flames, as you can see, streaking together 6 rounds in the end.
Is that really a solid performance? You know, can they do that? We'll have to see now as they, well, try and defend their bomb site. Mang still doesn't succeed so far. KNG, TRK, they do get the frags. Falling comes in as well. Basso and Jabby in the meantime can throw something back. But they are also quite immediately the last men standing. Oh dear.
But there's dualies. Must be a win. Fallen standing by with the dualies already getting 1 frag, RJ.
You believe in the dualies.
And, well, with 2 pistols, you need to get 2 frags, and there's only 1 more player standing, so Fallen will get a frag. As the bomb, still at old bomb train, will have to still be picked up with 1 minute left on the clock and 2 players left to find. It's going to be Fallen also moving up together with his teammate. He will get the frag in the end. And as I said, 2 frags, 2 pistols.
Dualies.
The more they doubt, and KNG with your M4, it's going to be quite risky as the smoke will dissipate fairly soon. He will go for the first frag. They are with utility in their hands. It's a 1-for-1 trade, still of course in favor on the side of MiBR. And now we do see that execute come in. Basso with the first frag on towards TRK. The Fur also for the flank quite early on. Yet, of course, the players on side will have to get some frags as well. Taco gets 1. He will be traded out by Dafu. A 1v2 for Fur. I believe they have heard him. Now, behind Green Train, Dafu can just play more time. There will be a flashbang on towards both sides, but Dafu just peeks in blindly. A P250 in armor, which will eventually put you back to about 1,000 down. Fur with 1 frag with his USB, no investment from him, and, well, no life for him either, as only Taco is alive in a 1v4. He does not spot a player at all because there isn't any. He does spot a player go back towards the side. Jabby was low. 1 shot would have done the deal.
for MiBR to come back. But it is slimming and slimming more and more. And as we see Fallen here, he can't hold it out either. It's all going to come down to Taco, but his spray is decent enough. Gets one player, but the second isn't in there. It's Mertz who refrags him rather swiftly. And with that now, TRK is the last man standing. Has to dance around the Molotovs. But for the rest, has sadly not much more of a chance left. And Copenhagen Flames are quite assuredly now taking that 13th round. Usually not one that you see check that often, and it usually is a guaranteed one frag.
And then it's really hard to fall back. You don't really have much to hide behind, as we do see 2 more frags coming in favor of MiBR. It's going to be Mertz and Janji trying to build back in towards, of course, this round as well.
Oh.
As Mertz did saw a player, he actually lands in front of him. Hello, this is awkward, as it will be Mertz getting the frag in the end of his deagle. Well, those are the silver battles you sometimes have in your own ranked matches. You didn't even have to buy normally. You just bought an R8 and you were set and ready to destroy some AKs, as well. The AKs right now are destroying the side of MiBR.
Solid. Let's see, though, if Copenhagen Flames can make this into a 16-18, 16-8 even. 16-18 would be, well, not that advantageous. But it is starting to look like it. Copenhagen Flames now already on the map point. And
into account, will he be able to get the opening frag? It's going to be Fer getting first towards that. KNG helping us out. And, well, only Basso alive in just a few seconds. And most likely...
Yeah,
he is, of course, a Belgian player, but then you can also say, well, Existence is also a very good Belgian player. I wonder why. Yesterday I was shooting at the blue sky, as the players will now move through the B side. It's going to be Janji with the opening kill towards Taco. The players will have to bring that bomb down, and Fer will be able to down it. Thanks, however, return frag towards KNG makes it harder for the side of MiBR to hold on, as we do see another kill going in favor of MiBR. Still that bomb on the floor. Time is slowly ticking away, but there's more than enough to go with. Look at the nades. 2 nades still in favor of MiBR, and there goes another frag. Fer takes down Janji. Mangs also low, and Fer actually with a 4K. Could go for the 8s if Dafu does go for the peak, and he's going. With an AK in hand, and he goes for 1 frag at Fer with the 8s indeed. That's a clean retake of the B bomb side. We've seen them play quite solo quite often as well, as we now see an AXQ to come in. First one, some players just had an ace. We're quite happy, as now Fallen and KNG will both get some kills, but then there will be a double refrag. KNG still surviving for just a little bit longer before he falls to Mertz, and now we actually have the advantage in favor of the Copenhagen Flames. TRK still standing in heaven right here, waiting for the players to move in, but there will be a flashbang. He has to dodge that. Doesn't really go too well, but they still don't know he's here. The bomb soon to be planted by Dafu, and he's actually safe for that heaven angle. That means beep beep whoop whoop. The bomb is now planted, and we still have that 3-on-2. And the player now finally moving in towards the aim of TRK, but he can't really move away that easily from this position without actually going in towards the aim lines of Copenhagen Flames. They are, of course, low with Mertz, but the utility isn't too great on the side of MiBR. Still trying to hold on, still trying to bring it back. And it's the first frag from TRK, leaving only Mertz alive with his low HP. There are defuse kits, there are angles. They now know where he is, but it's going to be Mertz with the first frag. Only Taco alive, and look at him. Just having an AWP, not having the time. Goes for the ninja defuse, and he can't make it work. 16-11, we go to the third map, RJ. And this could still go either way.
Solid, really, in the end by Copenhagen Flames. They made it a little bit challenging. They made it a bit, you know, worrying. You would think that MiBR could have really thrown in.
However, the players on towards MiBR will be moving in slowly, meaning that Banks has a chance. 2 players actually at a new box. Deco will get 1 frag in return for as well towards Janji. Leaving only Basso alive currently here. With now a rotator of Dafu coming in as well. With actually, I believe, Mertz coming from the T-stairs getting a frag as well. Now 8-2 on 3. The plant, of course, now ticking away. Time is slowing down, it seems, but Fer with a double kill. It's going to be only Mertz alive. Having now the pistol in hand, a P250, rather than the USP, and with the low HP players, that might actually work out. First frag on towards Taco. Fer now in a 1v1, he's trying to move away, trying to play the time. Mertz also has the defuse kit, actually has the kill, and the route as well in favor of the Copenhagen Flames. Basso standing there, of course, having that M4 in hand, and also some utility of his own. Taco is spotting the barrel just yet. That's the first frag in favor of Copenhagen Flames. They need to get more as well, because Basso is actually going down quite easily towards Fallen. In apps there is Dafu standing by with the MP9. Doesn't really have anything to go with to actually cancel the plan, but takes down TRK. That's something good to work with, but his teammates are low. They're now trying to rotate in and Fur and Fallen, as MiBR at least able to bounce back. And with them being far away enough from the bomb, not even having to go.
Frag on TRK. Might be flash, goes to the second, making a third. Yes, he does. Fur goes down and that bomb now is stuck. But the fourth isn't quite there. Kind of the molly under his feet. And now Fallen can recover that bomb, but he doesn't expect his repeat to be that quickly. And Basso takes him out. Bomb control now definitely still in the hands of Copenhagen Flames and KNG. And it's already getting dangerous for them, I dare say. You know, it was, as I just said, that 16-3 result in the past. And we'll see if the utility being used now on this B bomb site will be successful. Okay, doesn't actually get the frag. Jabby comes in, Manx 2, MP9 and that pistol coming in clutch.
I just don't know how they're holding on to this. It's going to be a very slow, not really committing push from the side of MiBR. Just one player still standing by, has Fallen just on the ledge. He's acting as if he is like a bird sitting there. And then with the AWP now trying to move back towards Banana, but there's a player standing by, is going to be Basso. Holding him down with the AK in hand. It's just a 1, 2, 3, and the kill comes in. A 4th round for Copenhagen Flames, and they're trying to move in. It's going to be Mertz for yet another peek in. There will not be a flashbang to really help him out until Jabby throws his. He's still standing by. It's going to be Max with the frag as well. And oh, MiBR, you're really losing it as well. It's going to be Mertz with a third of his own. Only tackle alive in 1v5. And he's moving in towards the side where there are 3 players, and through the smoke, he goes down.
A bit of revenge for his fallen teammate.
Well, it's something to make it happen, as we do see that a play to come in. Dafu standing in mid will get one. Wants to go for a second, but he's not really being pressured as of yet. Dafu actually with a double, and why are they not picking it? Why is the player from the balcony never dropping TRK? That's just way too late. 1v1 and 1 HP. But also no time to really work with. And Jabby, he's sneaking up. He's now hearing the bomb, and that's a nade, and that will seal the deal. And boom goes the dynamite. It is 6-5 once more, a lead for Copenhagen Flames. He looks at Buddy, says, "Oh, Buddy, you lost. Welcome to the clutch."
Oh, wow. Frag in for the rest of his team. But Mertz started off well. TRK goes down. That nade will... Oh, never mind. That nade was far deeper than I thought it would be. KNG takes out Basso, and Mertz is pushed back onto the site. Daffy, though, comes in. And Mertz here will get it. Yep, indeed. Fallen taken out. Make that a 4v2 now. Taco still with that AK in his hand. Borrowed, of course, so to speak, from KNG. And in the end, it is Dafu who takes out Taco. Copenhagen Flames grab their 8th round.
And of course, the deal on towards KNG as we do see a mid-push to come down from the side of Copenhagen Flames. As it goes, the first track will actually almost have a transfer on towards Fallen, but luckily Mertz was standing by. It will be, however, now an A-side execute with Mertz getting yet another player falling in towards the pit. The other 2 have dropped. They are not really able to cross towards the side just yet, but they are trying to
be a bomb site. For some reason, Inferno is the map that I switch them up the most. You know, it's insane.
It's Lenners, his hardest. Jabby with a frag on towards TRK. Only tackle live, he gets one. Almost gets who he will, but the fire was already at his feet.
And let's see if that works out for them. But shot is missed. TRK opens it up, and Mertz, he can get one, but Taco immediately refrags him. Daffy goes back engagement, make it a double.
Oh, and it will be Fallen eventually with a refrag. Now a 2-on-2. They actually have a chance to go on towards the side, but look at the quick rotate coming down from Copenhagen Flames. They're just rushing through the AWP in the hands of Manx, and he's trying to go for the fight. Fallen has already gone down. It's only KNG alive. He will be peeked out by that AWP, of course, making some noise, swapping his weapon.
Ooh, that is painful, though. That's already a bad result. And by the way things are looking here, that might be dropping even further, that number. So not a good track record for MiBR, but we'll see what they make out of it. Mertz here. He goes for the engagement, but Dafu, along with Manx, he can really hold it off. KNG, though, that's a lovely double kill coming in from him. Delicious USB taps, but Basso in the meantime throws one right back at Fur.
Mertz running in as if he were Sonic the Hedgehog, but it didn't really work out as a nade on towards Basso will deal a lot of damage. However, they don't have a second nade, and they don't have the defuse kit either. It's going to be Fallen moving up, trying to tap around. Actually, also where his teammate was. KNG with a third frag of the round might actually go for the ace once more. It's going to be Jabby and Manx trying to hold off KNG for 4K, and Fallen with a one-tap on towards Jabby as well. There will be a refrag coming on this force buy from the side of Copenhagen Flames. And Fallen is standing at new box waiting, but there will be a volley in towards his feet. He will go down to a blind Mertz. Yet he already took the frag on towards Dafu as well. KNG looking at, of course, one of the star players from MiBR. Can't really connect his spray until he goes for a second. Mertz going down. The bomb at least planted. It's something. With Manx now on towards 2 HP, M4 in hand, Basso with the AK. There's also an incendiary on towards TRK now flying in as Basso is waiting for KNG to run out of ammo. He will not go for the peek as he is reloaded, but he will get a frag. Now a 1v2 after already getting the first kill as well. He's still standing by. There is a defuse kit on towards Taco, but time it is ticking away. They're both moving through ruins. It will be a beautiful shot from TRK. Now also the...
Fur here, holding it out.
Be a boost in
boost.
CT. I think there would be one, as of course you can at least look over the smoke, and indeed Fur will be standing by. Will it be pre-fire? You should maybe do that into a response. The frags are coming in too strong from MiBR. Only Mert's alive, as it was a great pass in favor of MiBR, with Taco even picking up his USP as well.
And now that might once again be the start of this round. The Copenhagen Flames needs to actually try and win it out. Of course, Fallen does have that AWP in his hand, so the XP is a little bit less of a problem. KNG now, though, he's being he's forced back into Arch, and that does a lot of damage. The nade, I thought would finish him off, but it's actually the spray down in the end that does it. Now TRK, he's stuck in pit, the nade on top of him. Javi does try to frag him, but now the repeat is going to be there from Basso, and indeed he goes down. Bomb plant is on the ground, and once again, MiBR starting to struggle behind. Their cash reserves are still decent enough. I believe also they've got a bit of a loss bonus going because of the fact that Copenhagen Flames has now actually won the...
Mert's pulling a little bit of a shoulder, now trying to get a different angle in, so he has a longer angle, but flashbang is there, and TRK gets a double before being traded out, and I do believe Mert saw him. So why weren't they not prepared to go up against it, as we will see Fallen as well with another frag. Javi trying to move in, gets one. He expected the player close by, well he wasn't, but still a very good flick on towards Taco.
Basso here. They're slowly going in. They've still got the 40 seconds, so still plenty of time on their side. Fallen here and boiling, he's up at the right time, but he doesn't win that fight with Javi.
Soon to see the player move through, he spots him, a clean second or third shot, headshot, and that means we will now see a 14-10 in favor of Copenhagen Flames. Map point of Copenhagen Flames a little bit better. There will be a frag from KNG. Of course, Ecos can be winning rounds as KNG is still standing by. The Eagle will go for another. He will get it. Defu now with a refrag, but there's still a player in barbecue. Defu now spots the player, but Fallen is just too strong.
No way.
He still has a lot of bullets in towards his AK. Now goes down to a flash blast Besso, but he will be taken down by Taco. Merge now in 1v2 as a WP will be spotted out, and okay, never mind. And if they do lose this round without a bomb plant, they will be struggling to at least buy something in the next. KNG standing by on towards long as TRK will get a frag on towards Manx, and the nade indeed dealing a lot of damage. Taco still standing by to save out or at least refrag his teammate. 2 frags to come in for the side of Copenhagen Flames, but that might seem to be all they will actually get. As Defu is low in 1v3, and he doesn't even have the bomb.
Yeah, has to flash himself in, but, well, they've got one player back at Graveyard, one on the site, and I believe that this third is more towards CT, but Taco, rather consequently, there just shoots him down.
It's at least in favor of Copenhagen Flames so far, as they do move towards A. KNG goes down for the smoke. There will be a player. Taco going down as well, but Fallen 75 to Tech that gets one before he also falls. A 1v2 remaining for Fur as he has that AK in hand. There will be a player on towards side just behind the pillar. One meaty pit who will actually get a frag. It's Basso. And moving on towards Apps. There will now be a flashbang on towards his position. He'll still be standing by. He'll still go for the execute. It's going to be Taco the first spray. He will go down to Defu. A 4-2-3. Still one player here in pit. And they're not peeking it. TRK with one. And he's still there, but he goes down to Manx. Leaving only Fallen and Fur alive. They have utility, but they still have to run so far before they're actually here. And it's going to be Fallen close now with a P2K rather than an upgraded pistol. And he has to use his utility as well. A little bit scared off his back as it's going to be Merge taking down Fur. A 1v3. They have to keep believing. But it seems so unlikely as he's now peeking in, being spotted out by Merge. He gets the frag. And still it's a 1v2. Takes the M4, throws in the...
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and